Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading for you. Thank you. Tuning in to the day's energies, seeing what divine messages of guidance come through. Thank you. Outcome and advice. These are general readings, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Boy, a lot came out in the outcome and advice. I'll go ahead and take that. The overall energy of today's reading is the Emperor. Leadership, Aries energy, control, taking control, making decisions, making moves, taking action. What do we need to know about Page of Wands coming out as a challenge to this energy? Why is the Page of Wands a challenge? Why is the Page of Wands a challenge to this energy? Oh boy, it's one of those. A lot of court cards. Okay. There's no love here. Ace of Cups in reverse. King of Swords. Nine of Pentacles reverse. Queen of Wands reverse with her back turned. It feels like this Emperor is speaking some uncomfortable truths, is challenged by someone who's just showing up as a page. It feels like they're saying something negatively to this Emperor, to you, when you're in your leadership position. I'm going to do an impression of what this sounds. It's like me. And you didn't do this right. This is someone who nitpicking on how an emperor makes their moves. With the Ace of Cups in reverse, it feels like somehow this doesn't feel like your issue, like you're just using King of Swords energy to cut this person out, not listening, not taking action towards whatever this negativity that's coming up. It feels like there's someone who's not happy about your leadership qualities, you being in this emperor mode, making decisions. It feels like who's coming forward with this is the Queen of Wands reversed with her back turn. Someone, this isn't loving energy. It has to do with finances, or it feels like this person doesn't like your independence, doesn't like how you've created this person can't say anything nice about you. This feels like this feels familiar. Who's the Queen of Wands in reverse? Star card, Ace of Pentacles reverse, and Six of Swords. I think you've moved on from this energy. You've healed. You no longer, it's like a missed opportunity or someone you don't want to work with. You've moved on from whoever this is. So it feels like in the past you went different directions, not interested in whatever this person has to offer. You're in Emperor mode. They're at page level. So it feels like this person has a problem with how you've ascended into this position. They're upset that it feels like they're a bit jealous and envious that you got to this position, and they're unhappy. There's no love here. There's no flow. Feels like this person somehow feels that your finances, what you've created, your abundance, somehow should be theirs. I get the feeling in the past with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, this could be someone that you didn't want to work with, a work person. Let's see who this is. Oh, High Priestess coming out as a challenge when I'm describing, trying to clarify who this Queen of Wands in reverse with their back turned is. They don't have access to their intuition. That's part of the problem. This person, I don't know why they feel like it's your fault that they're where they are at. Somehow they're blaming their position where they're at on you. Tell me about the Queen of Wands. Exhausted, burnout, burdened, empty. The Queen of Wands in reverse is exhausted, burnout, burdened, empty. And it feels like they're looking out, up, and seeing you in this Emperor mode, leadership. And they're two-faced. This is double life, cheater, backstabber. So I can see why with the King of Swords you cut them out. Feels like in the past you realize there's it feels like this person depletes people. They don't fill people up. They feel entitled to what's yours. It feels like a while ago you've already healed from this. With the star energy, I can see how you started focusing on your North Star, balancing when you declined an opportunity to work with this person. You moved on to calmer waters and stepped up into your Emperor mode. Let's see what's hidden. Ooh, okay. 5 of Swords. Win at any cost. All right, so what's up with the 5 of Swords? Page of Pentacles, Knight of Cups in reverse, 3 of Cups reverse. So this person has a lot to say about you behind your back in what's hidden. I get the feel, this feels like definitely a two-faced person. I think that might have been part of the problem that you had with this person, is they could never tell you to your face any issues, address anything. They're just, everything's fine, and it feels like they go to other people with problems. So this is someone who does not know how, they don't have the maturity to get past this level of operating. They weaponize communication. It feels like a very immature person. Hard to communicate with, because they won't communicate truths, uncomfortable truths. Yeah, I don't think that'll work. That person won't say that. They'll just say, yes, everything's fine. And then go to everyone else. I don't think this is going to work. Wildly immature. They create, it feels like this person in what's hidden is telling everybody else. That's what they do. They don't know how to direct mature communication. They just feel sour, bitter, because they're where they're at and you're at where you're at. Tell me more about this group of people, like a toxic group. Oh, this person tells such a tale of woe. So this is someone also they're wildly immature. Their communication is immature. They can't communicate directly issues and problems. They go to everybody else. They create this woe is me to everybody else about how awful you are, and this person weaponizes their sadness, their upset, and burden others. They're pretty good at because they feel so genuine in their hurt. Instead of being like, wow, I don't like where my life is and I'm so upset and I don't know how to turn that around. Personal responsibility for where you're at. Feels like this person's upset. They don't like where they're at. And instead of doing the work to turn that around, it's easier for them to blame someone else. And it looks like they're blaming you, to whoever will listen. The thing is, I get the feeling like everyone, like a lot of these people that are listening to how horrible, how you left them behind, how you moved on, that they should be with you in the success that you're having. I don't think it's working. It feels like this person's trying to juggle and just cherry picking. I get the feeling that the people that they're talking to might be like, yeah, oh, you poor thing. Oh, you poor thing. But it just doesn't feel like it's hitting the way it used to, or they're not getting the reaction that they're expecting. Okay. Feels like you've got a past with this person that I've touched on here, that you've already cut them out and went a different direction. Feels like you went at it alone, focused on your heart, focused on what's for you. Again, star card energy. You've been through a lot, and still you're, it's like you're still yourself. You're a very different version of yourself, more expanded, leadership qualities here, a star. I get the feeling in what's hidden that you've changed. and how people are perceiving you, it has changed, except for this one person that's kind of repeating, feeling very stuck in the past. Let's look at the outcome and advice, because so much came out in the outcome and advice. Two of Pentacles coming out again. The Hermit coming out again, this time reversed. Seven of Cups. Hey! Boy, a lot of flybys today. Ace of Cups. Now the Ace of Cups is upright. New energy, new love, flow, self-love. Four of Pentacles, Strength card, and Two of Wands in reverse. All right, let's break it down. I like them in the order that I read them so I can understand. There we go. That's the order that I just gave them. Okay, Two of Pentacles. Making decisions, figuring things out. Feels like you've learned. You've been on a journey of becoming this emperor. And it feels like this person has not gone through the dark night of the soul that you have gone through. Feels like you have gone through a lot of trials to get to this emperor status. This is not you just woke up one day and you're like, I'm a leader. It feels like you have gone through a lot. Personally, it feels like you've gone through dark night of the soul, an ego's death, and come out the other side a very different person. I get the feeling that this person's still talking about that old version of you. And this other person just doesn't know how to create that type of... It feels like they're unwilling to go through what you've gone through to come out on the other side, but somehow they still feel like they're entitled to what's yours. It's this person treats you like an option. They're holding on to your energy, your pentacles, like they're theirs. It's so weird. This person is so entitled. They haven't done any of the work. They're not proud of you. They're not talking you up, and then so they're inspired. They want to be a part of how you get there. No, they're like, it feels like you didn't do this right, you didn't do that right. It's like they're judging and criticizing you on your journey, on a journey they're unwilling to take themselves. I get the feeling with the Ace of Cups and the Strength card that you've learned how to love yourself. And so what this person believes, what they say, whatever. All right. It feels like it's more about them. And it looks like the people in their environment, even if they're like, yeah, oh, that sounds awful, that it feels hard to talk to whoever this is because they're not really ground in reality. And I think at some point this person was able to get people to see you in a different light, but it almost feels like they're telling on themselves. They're miserable, but instead of looking at how to change that, they're blaming. This is what this person does. There's no acceptance of reality and no looking within to make changes. You've learned how to love yourself. And what this person offers is not love. And I think you recognized that in the past. And that's why you moved on in a different direction. And you also have this incredible inner strength and confidence. Feels like this ego death, your willingness to go at things alone, has strengthened you, has created a version of you that you like a lot better too. That's very you. A leadership aspect. You've got this confidence, this spark, this light, this shine. I love that. It looks like you've reimagined yourself in your life and you've gotten back out there and made things happen. This isn't luck. Luck is where preparation meets opportunity. And it feels like you're very prepared. You've made tough decisions and cut people out that don't work for you. You've healed, brought a lot of balance. There's a lot here about becoming yourself, being willing to meet yourself in very profound ways. Feels like you've left behind, cut out what doesn't work for you. Been focusing on you, on loving yourself, caring for yourself, creating something for you. You've been willing to go through a lot of difficulties, like dark night of the soul, and you've met yourself in very profound ways, which has created an enlightenment about you. And it looks like with this Ace of Cups, you love who you are now. You have a lot to give, a lot to flow, a lot from overflow. And you have an inner strength, courage. And this is real courage that comes, this kind of confidence comes from facing your fears again and again and again to show yourself what you're made of, what you're capable of in a real profound way. So you understand, oh, I can do that. Oh, this is new, but it kind of feels like that. I bet I can do this too. So that's confidence. Knowing what you're capable of. Not allowing the fears to block you from what you prefer or the version of yourself you prefer. Going towards those fears. Realizing that a lot of times when you go towards a fear, that everything that you wanted is on the other side of facing your fear. So once you start facing your fears, instead of allowing your fears to dictate keeping you small, then you start making moves, reimagining yourself, getting back out there. Right now it feels like it might be you might be exhausted, a little exhaustion here. Boy, a lot of new energy coming in the outcome and advice. 3 aces. Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, and now Ace of Swords. Okay, so a lot of new energy is coming in. This person feels like your past in your rear view. But there's all this new energy, new opportunities. Feels like you've had to let go of things that are just not fully for you. Even if there are emotional connections, you've been going towards your happiness. What makes you excited? What gives you life and vitality? And it's working. It feels like you're becoming more and more happy as you release whatever doesn't serve you. All right. So what do we need to know about this person? Any last messages? Yeah, another Five of Swords coming out with the Queen of Pentacles with her back turned in reverse. This feels like the same person. They don't have resources. They're feeling very unsteady. They're worried with about the optics, what it looks like. And it feels like they're challenged by you winning. And they don't know how. It feels like you winning, you stepping into Emperor mode, happy, successful, confident, with new life, new energy. It's just challenging this person. And it feels like, I don't see, they might communicate with you. They might reach out, but it feels like they're just Seven of Cups in reverse. That's the second time Seven of Cups. They're just not an option for you. You're not interested. I don't feel like they can get access to you. You're just making moves, world building, and they're feeling abandoned. And so they're taking out their abandonment by trying to create some type of heartbreak for you. It just feels like words. So they're definitely poo-pooing you to the people around them, not the people around you. And it doesn't even feel like the people of... They're kind of like, yeah, oh, that's awful. Because this person, there's no... I get the feeling that them blaming you for where they're at doesn't make sense. It's a reach. It's a real reach. And instead of this person finally working on themselves, directing some of that attention, look at their own shadows, look at themselves, they want to, that's it. They're like, well, it would be too difficult to go through a dark night of the soul. It would be too difficult. I don't want to go through the difficulty, the uncomfortableness of really evolving. I just want to ride someone's coattails, yours. So if they can't ride your coattails, then they're going to try to take you down, because in what world are you allowed to be the emperor and they're abandoned and broke and not doing well, cut off. So this person, it does seem like they're trying to manifest you, trying to manifest difficulty for you, but I'm just not getting that they can. It feels like you're on a whole different level. I think they've created a painful ending at some point, and I think you recognize this betrayal, their ability to create this betrayal. I don't feel like they can get to you. They might be able to send a message that with sternly written, negative. I don't get that this person would have the cojones to directly communicate a problem they have with you. So instead, it feels like it would come from someone else that they've created an illusion that it's your fault, so someone else is taking up their lies and deception and needing to communicate with you. It doesn't even, it feels like it could be hidden communication from a false account, from to just take you down, say some chosen things to try to knock you off your block. It feels personal. It feels wildly personal. So even if the name is off or it's anonymous, it feels recognizable that this person's trying to sabotage you. And maybe in the past they used to be able to, but you've gone through so much and you've elevated and you're in this leadership position, and it just doesn't feel like, it feels like anything they try to do just doesn't, I'm just seeing it kind of clink off the outside of your aura. Tink, 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 tink. 12:12 on the clock. It's just not effective. I'm not concerned for you. Unless you still want this to be part of your story, it feels like you've moved on from this type of activity. So I hope that's helpful. Thank you so much for being here. Take care.